The first studies of the Great Pyramid in Egypt have been made. Researchers have been amazed.
Look at the hollow body with the star inside, one hand pointing to the sky, the other down to earth.
And just beneath that, look at that is a gray alien.
That triangular head,
That is
very
a-
strange.
They say aliens never existed, but recent discoveries show our Earth was visited by some otherworldly life forms millions of years ago. Although rare, remains are not completely wiped out from our surface. And now, scientists are digging in to get evidence of extraterrestrial life. Let's find out what proof they got.
The thing is, this is a time warning. This is a time marker. It is a warning.
In Egypt, something strange happened. A pyramid-shaped UFO was spotted hovering over the desert. The sight was chilling, like the ancient pyramids had come to life. It was as if they were trying to tell us something. The connection between Egypt and extraterrestrial beings became impossible to ignore. These towering, mysterious structures weren't just monuments to the past. Could they have been designed to communicate with something beyond our world? Whatever the truth is, this eerie sight made the pyramid's truth clear. Pyramid secrets.
The first studies of the Great Pyramid in Egypt have been made. Researchers have been amazed at the mathematical knowledge that is encoded into the Great Pyramid, the measurements that are used in it. Even the placement of the Great Pyramid has aroused great interest among Egyptologists.
The Great Pyramid of Giza, located at the center of Earth's landmass, is undeniably one of the greatest mysteries of ancient civilization. Its perfect alignment to true north and sophisticated measurements, matching the Earth's polar diameter, suggests an advanced knowledge far beyond the capabilities of ancient Egyptians. Even more mind-blowing, the pyramid's design matches the speed of light in its coordinates, and its proportions mirror the Earth's dimensions, including the equator and pole. This isn't just ancient engineering. It's extraterrestrial knowledge encoded in stone, possibly left by beings far beyond our ancestors.
The Great Pyramid's alignment, it's aligned very, very close to true north. Even more interesting is to think about tracking back in time, because the Earth's axis has been shifting slowly. It's what we call precesses. And so if there's been a shift in that alignment, it could be that it was even more accurately aligned to north in the past when they built it.
Ancient messages.
Look at the hollow body with the star inside, one hand pointing to the sky, the other down to earth.
And just beneath that, look at that is a gray alien.
That triangular head,
That
very
is a-
strange.
Can you believe what explorers just uncovered in Arizona? It sounds like something straight out of a mystery movie. In July 2021, two researchers visited Rock Art Ranch in Winslow, Arizona, where they found ancient petroglyphs on the rocks. But these weren't ordinary drawings. Some looked like aliens and strange creatures. The carvings showed beings with hollow bodies filled with stars, and others resembled the gray aliens we all know, with big heads. There were even giants and tiny people. The explorers think these might be messages from visitors from space, left ages ago. This find could totally change how we think about our past.
You know, you have giants, you have little people, and the giants and the little people are talked about in the other world that they came from before they came to this world.
ET object. A tourist in Mexico was coming back from trekking a hill when his eyes caught an odd object. At first, he thought it was just a weird stone, but when he looked closely, he was shocked. It was an artifact with an alien sitting on it, holding an egg-shaped object, and on its back was a triangular-shaped wall. He recorded a video of it and shared it online, after which people gave various opinions. Some believed that the artifact hinted at a powerful extraterrestrial being who protected our world in ancient times, while others thought it was made by ancient humans because they believed such a being was their god. Ancient astronaut. A group of friends in a small town in Israel used to go to different areas to discover ancient artifacts. They had been doing this for a long time, but they had never discovered anything special or shocking. However, last year, something unexpected happened. They went to a spot where they believed they would find something unusual. They started digging with their hands, and within a short time, they found what they were hoping for. It was an artifact that didn't seem normal at all. It looked like it might be the structure of some out-of-this-world being. They couldn't exactly figure out what it was, but it was the best discovery for them. Mystery remains. A tourist was exploring the woods in Mexico, but then he stumbled upon something totally unexpected. There was a giant green-colored skull with a mysterious eye design on its forehead. It looked like it could belong to some ancient giant alien that came here thousands of years ago and couldn't return. He carefully observed it for a long time and then left the place. What do you all think about it? Let me know in the comments. Space stones.
Which is also composed of granite, that when struck with a fist, that obelisk will start humming, massively humming. It's profound. So what if there's something like that was involved with the granite boxes as well, that they're activated by sound and they're doing something to whatever is held within that box?
In Egypt's Serapium, the 24 mysterious stone boxes have baffled researchers for over 170 years. Some theorize these granite sarcophagi could have been used for space travel. The precision of their design suggests they may have been activated by sound or vibration, possibly inducing altered states of consciousness. Theories even propose these boxes were used for teleportation, connecting them to flashes of lightning and the sacred Apis bulls. Some believe these ancient devices might have allowed the pharaohs to ascend into the stars, hinting at a technology far beyond our understanding, possibly extraterrestrial.
About the sarcophagi at the Serapium is that the measurements and dimensions, the box itself can have like a harmonic vibration. And it's been suggested that it's a vibration tool.
Spacesuit alien. During construction at a site in Israel, workers found a strange artifact. At first, they had no idea what it was. But when they cleaned it, they were puzzled. It was an alien artifact inside a spacesuit, and the more surprising thing was that there was a baby attached to it. There was something written on the spacesuit, but they couldn't identify the language. But such an ancient artifact in a spacesuit is a mystery in itself. Perhaps aliens were as advanced thousands of years ago as we are today. Mexican mystery.
We are at a time unlike any in history. The thing is, this is a time warning. This is a time marker. It is a warning.
An expedition team in Mexico made a jaw-dropping discovery. It all began with a strange pyramidal structure covered in carvings that some believe show the manipulation of alien DNA. As they dug deeper, they unearthed a geometric statue shaped like a rectangle, followed by the skull of an alien made from mysterious fossil remains. Then, they found a human-shaped figurine and a large, flat object covered in cryptic symbols. Each new artifact they uncovered was more high-tech and otherworldly than the last. The more they uncovered, the clearer it became. This wasn't from Earth. Forest secrets.
Last thing you'd expect when you're hiking through the woods is to stumble upon a legendary flying ship. But maybe that's only because you haven't done enough hiking around ancient Asian ruins.
Imagine heading out on a hike, only to stumble upon a massive spaceship in the middle of the woods. That's exactly what happened to one hiker in Japan. In November 2017, while walking near the village of Asuka, he spotted something extraordinary. Nestled between tall, slender trees, a giant rock appeared to have fallen from the sky. This wasn't just any rock. It had strange, intricate shapes carved into its surface. Locals called it the rock ship of Masuda. People believed it was from as far back as 250 AD, while others linked it to a tale of a flying ship and a mysterious woman from space who didn't speak Japanese. The question remains, who or what created this bizarre stone? The mystery is still unsolved.
Fishermen noticed an unusual spacecraft landing in the distance in the water. Came to shore, a door opened, and they could see a lovely woman coming out of the spacecraft. And she started speaking to them in a language they had never heard before. And as soon as she got there, she got back into the craft and flew away.
Ancient or advanced?
You find it only with fishes, but no animal anywhere has vertical fins. They actually have wings, but of course not on the low edge. All these models have on the low edge the wings. All birds have, of course, the wings on the upper side, and we have it here on the arms or something.
Check out these ancient gold brooches found in South America that seem to defy all logic. These tiny relics, resembling modern aircraft with delta wings, rudders, and ailerons, could have been crafted for jets or even space shuttles. But this isn't just a South American mystery. In Egypt, researchers discovered images in the Temple of Osiris that depict not only helicopters and aircraft, but even submarines. How could ancient Egyptians know about technology like this? Researchers believe these symbols could be encoding hidden knowledge about flight and even Mars. But the real jaw-dropper is the Saqqara bird, a 2,000-year-old model who could actually fly with a few tweaks. Could the Egyptians have had flight technology long before we thought possible?
He wanted to fly himself, and I think the Egyptians thought that flying was a godlike property, and maybe this was their transcending to become gods. One of the ways they would do it would be through flight.
Egyptian Edfu
Temple. This is like my most favorite facade in all of the temples of ancient Egypt.
The Egyptian Temple of Edfu might just hold clues pointing to ancient knowledge of extraterrestrial life. Inside, there's a symbol of a primeval mound that might represent the first solid land from chaos, a concept that aligns with the idea of cosmic creation. That's not all, guys, but the temple features a boat symbol believed to represent the vessel the gods arrived in, possibly from the stars. So, could this ancient structure be evidence that the Egyptians knew about alien origins, or the truth is far more sinister than we ever imagined?
This is the boat, or a symbol of the boat that they believed the gods came on to the first primeval stone,
That's
to
quite
the first primeval
Yep.
mound. The gods would have arrived on this ship.
Otherworldly hammer.
Modern-day archaeology suggests that we've only been around for about 10,000 years, so this falls into the category of out-of-place artifacts. Around the world, there are so-called out-of-place artifacts, commonly referred to as upar.
140 million years ago, a hammer was discovered in Texas, a find that defies the limits of Earth's known history. Modern archaeology places humanity at only 10,000 years old, but this artifact challenges that timeline entirely. Classified as an out-of-place artifact, its existence raises a possibility far more extraordinary than science dares to admit. These artifacts, found worldwide, seem to suggest that advanced beings, possibly extraterrestrial, intervened in Earth's ancient past. Could this hammer be a silent relic of their presence, hinting at a story we're just beginning to uncover?
Part of the handle still in place inside some very old rock, and part of the handle actually is starting to go through a process called coalification. It's where you have inorganic material and organic material changing into coal. Now, how old is this hammer? The hammer itself was found in the Travis Formation. It's a concretion of sandstone, and it usually takes about 140 million years for this to form. Who was here 140 million years ago?
Alien gods. Massive discovery alert. Archaeologists uncovered a hidden chamber with huge statues of humanoid alien gods, all carved with detailed bioorganic designs. Alongside these statues, they found mummies inside sealed alien sarcophaguses, preserved with some mysterious, advanced method no one can explain. The precision and complexity of these relics are making people wonder, could this be a connection to a lost civilization with tech way ahead of ancient Egypt? This find could change everything. Now, researchers are scrambling to figure out the secrets buried deep in the sands. Reptilian artifact. Some archaeologists uncovered an alien artifact in Egypt that not only hints at extraterrestrial life, but also suggests the Egyptians may have known about reptilians. The artifact was a statue strikingly resembling a reptilian creature with a dragon-like face. This eerie discovery challenged everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt. The details on the statue were far too precise to be a mere coincidence. It's clear this isn't just an alien connection, but evidence that ancient Egyptians were aware of beings from beyond our world, perhaps even reptilian in nature. E.T. Blade.
Unpacking Tut's mummy, they discover these incredible daggers. One of them had an iron blade with a gold handle and a crystal knob on it. This is 2 centuries before Egypt is supposed to have had the ability to manipulate iron in this way.
In 1922, archaeologists Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon found King Tut's tomb, revealing a strange dagger. The dagger had a gold handle and crystal knob. But the real shock came when tests in 2016 revealed the blade was made of meteoric iron, metal from space. The craftsmanship was advanced, with no signs of the usual techniques used by ancient Egyptians. Ancient texts say the god Ptah, from the star Sirius, taught the Egyptians metalworking. This dagger could be proof of extraterrestrial influence on ancient civilizations, showing knowledge way beyond their time.
Who's ever worked with meteorites, even today, will tell you it's very difficult to do this because of the high nickel content. It makes the metal very brittle.
Strange UFO. A UFO was captured in a blurry, shaky video, hovering silently in the dark sky. The object, a classic metallic disc shape, emitted a faint, pulsating glow. But that wasn't the weirdest part. Suddenly, it tilted slightly, releasing several mysterious objects, one of which plummeted to the ground. The enigmatic footage raises countless questions about the UFO's intent and the nature of the discarded material. What was it doing there, and what was the purpose of discarding those things? No answers yet. Ancient bird. Now, what I am going to show you might change your perception of birds. After detailed exploration, a researcher in Argentina found an artifact that puzzled him. It was a bird artifact carrying a globe-like object on its head. The bird's body looked almost human, like a humanoid bird. It seemed like a message from ancient people, or perhaps their beliefs were such that there was a bird who controlled the earth. Whatever it was is unclear, which is why the mystery of this artifact may never be solved. Alien disc. A man was flying his drone, but suddenly it fell on the roof of an abandoned house. He went there to get his drone, but when he arrived, he found something that shocked him. He found a strange disc-like artifact that was very mysterious. There were strange carvings on it that seemed to hint at aliens. It seemed like it didn't belong to this world. The man had no idea what all this was, so he thought it was better to leave. But all these things give an idea that aliens have some kind of link to our world, possibly for millions of years. Strange metal. In 1981, host of the paranormal radio show received mysterious metal fragments in the mail from a person claiming to be a retired Army sergeant. The host entrusted these samples to investigative journalist Linda Moulton Howe. She conducted scientific analysis using scanning electron microscopy and X-ray fluorescence spectrometry at the University of Michigan. The tests revealed an unusual layering of bismuth and magnesium zinc alloy, arranged in alternating microlayers, each just a few microns thick. Experts Howe consulted noted that combining these metals in such a layered form was beyond contemporary manufacturing techniques, suggesting an advanced origin. Since then, these materials have been securely stored, and discussions continue about their origins. Reptile statue. An artifact emerged from the sands of time, leaving the entire archaeological world in awe. This wasn't a typical Egyptian statue. It was something entirely otherworldly. Its face bore massive eyes, a design that seemed eerily alien. Behind its body, skull carvings added another layer of mystery, as if pointing to extraterrestrial connections. The scales on its surface resembled reptilian features, making researchers question how such details could exist. Holding a staff, the artifact appeared almost ceremonial. Could this be evidence that ancient Egyptians had knowledge of alien and reptilian beings? This enigmatic find stirs more than imagination. It hints at secrets buried deep in our past. Roswell secrets. In 2004, while tracking deer near Roswell, New Mexico, a man spotted a small triangular rock with a protruding circular design on it, later named the Roswell Rock. The rock, about 2 inches wide and 1.5 inches thick, was found to have magnetic properties. He noticed that the design on the rock closely resembled a symbol found in a crop circle in England, leading to speculation that the rock could convey an extraterrestrial message. Some have suggested that the design represents the sun and moon, which could be a form of communication about astronomy, possibly indicating a significant future event. There are various theories and assumptions about it, but exactly what it was will probably never be known. Terrifying notes. In Egypt, a researcher found a strange book during an exploration inside the pyramids. The book was not in good condition, so he took it with him to his lab and started examining it carefully. In a short time, he realized that this was no ordinary book. It was about what would happen after we are no longer alive. It also contained some of the scariest magic spells that were probably used in that time. One of the most well-known parts of it was the weighing of the heart ceremony. In this, the heart was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth. If the heart was lighter or equal to the feather, it meant the person lived rightly and could move on to the afterlife. If the heart was heavier, it was eaten by Amit, a dangerous creature, stopping the person from moving on. Ancient ornaments. In October 2023, a shocking discovery was made in Afghanistan, an unusual skeleton with a massive skull and large eye sockets. Researchers were particularly intrigued by the necklace, which featured snake-shaped patterns, and a bracelet on its wrist that resembled a serpent's head. These serpent-themed ornaments sparked theories that the creature could have been a snake worshiper, or even part of a community that revered snakes. However, the true significance of these mysterious adornments remains unsolved, leaving experts still puzzled over the skeleton's origins and its connection to ancient beliefs. King Pakal's story. In the early 90s, a group of archaeologists discovered the tomb of King Pakal in the Temple of the Inscriptions in Palenque, Mexico. Pakal, who ruled from 615 to 683 AD, was found in a sarcophagus with a remarkable stone lid. Mainstream scholars believe the carving depicts Pakal on a journey to Xibalba, the Mayan land of the afterlife. However, ancient astronaut theorists argue that the image shows Pakal seated inside a spacecraft, with his hands on controls and wearing a breathing apparatus resembling an oxygen mask. But looking at it, everyone has different assumptions. No one can say for sure what it exactly is, but it is definitely a mystery in itself. Secret portal. A group of experts were exploring the woods in North Virginia. Everything seemed normal, but suddenly, they noticed a strange rock. When they got closer, they were amazed and believed it could be a secret gateway. They checked it for a while, and then what they suspected happened. Yes, it was a secret gateway. The two rocks opened, revealing a hidden place inside. Who made it and when is unknown, but it was surely used for some unusual activity. Reptilian. A man was researching aliens and believed that he would find something unusual in Area 51. He secretly entered and made his way into a secret lab. As he approached, he found a mirrored cage, inside which was not anything else but the body of a reptilian alien. Its face was so scary that the man didn't stop for a second. He quickly realized it was better to run away from there immediately. But all of this proves one thing, that what people assume about Area 51 is true. Area 51 terror. In the heart of the mysterious Area 51, rumors have always been circulated about secret experiments and extraterrestrial research. A video got leaked recently of one such experiment. A man can be horrified by seeing something. As soon as the camera angle shifts, it becomes clear what had freaked him out, as a figure can be seen crawling out of a tunnel accompanied by horrific sounds. And then the creature poked its head out, and that was a frightening sight. Some believed it was the result of an experiment gone wrong, while there are others claiming it to be extraterrestrial life. Whatever it was, This thing didn't look friendly at all. Petrified saucer. A TikTok video revealed a shocking truth that no one expected. In the Egyptian desert, a massive stone was discovered, but its strange shape and size immediately raised suspicion. I mean, seriously, this didn't look like any regular rock. One of the explorers decided to tap it with a tool, and when the stone struck, the sound was unmistakable, metallic. That's when it hit them. This wasn't just a stone. It was a petrified UFO, fossilized over 50 million years ago. Now, just like those explorers, we all know the truth. Egypt's desert is hiding more than just ancient tombs. Mysterious skull. A traveler came to a small town in Mexico. There he saw an abandoned house and thought of resting there for a while. But when he arrived there, he found something unexpected. A creepy giant skull that didn't look like it belonged to any normal human. It seemed like there was a face on both sides of the skull. One side definitely looked like an alien, and the other side probably looked like a reptilian human. How it ended up there was unknown, but it seemed like it could have been the house of some scientist. He felt it wasn't safe to stay there for too long, so he left. Headless Extraterrestrial. In the Nazca region of Peru, strange small bodies were found that sparked intense debate. These peculiar remains were unearthed in 2017 and initially claimed to be over 1,000 years old, unlike any known human species. These were small, mummified bodies with elongated heads and 3-fingered hands. This one in particular was only 23 inches long and had no head. Now skeptics argue that these bodies were fabricated, citing historical hoaxes and the region's rich legacy of mysterious artifacts like Nazca lines. Still, the small alien-like forms continue to fascinate everyone to this day. Hidden terror. In 2021, miners working deep underground stumbled upon a discovery that would shake the foundations of history. Hidden in the earth were ancient artifacts, each more mind-blowing than the last. One figure was carved with an axe. Another had a skull bearing alien-like features. Among the items were stones engraved with mysterious symbols and writings no one could explain. And here's something even more strange. A knife-shaped object with bizarre drawings on one side and a lizard design etched into the back. What do these ancient items really mean? And who or what created them? The mystery is just beginning. Buried mystery. A historical epic movie production team in Mexico found something unusual while exploring a site before shooting. They found a shiny artifact in rough condition, so they cleaned it with water. But when they observed it closely, they were shocked. It had strange carvings, like an alien, and some writing. But the language was unidentified. They observed it for a long time, but no one had any idea what it could be. They recorded it to use in their movie, and they surely found some real content. Russian secrets. A few years back, when the KGB was still doing their secret expeditions, they uncovered some strange alien creatures. These creatures went through all kinds of tests and medical checkups. One mummy, in particular, really had scientists scratching their heads. Was it some kind of prank? Or was it the real deal? After looking at it closely, they seemed pretty sure it wasn't from Earth. The creature's bone structure looked a lot like ours, but its skin and muscles were completely different. Creepy, right? It definitely left the scientists with a lot of unanswered questions. ET remains. A video from an unknown source was uploaded on online sites, leaving every viewer puzzled. The video clearly shows that someone from the authorities in the Nazca caves in Peru found an alien body that looked quite old. The real question here is that, based on the video quality, it's clear it was recorded many years ago, yet no one had ever talked about this alien until now. After all this, people are now sharing different opinions about it. Some believe that the government had been hiding all this, while others thought the government was definitely in contact with aliens. Skull secrets. In February 2023, an archaeological team in Mexico unearthed a bizarre skeleton adorned with jewelry that didn't match any known earthly culture. The skull and ornaments, buried deep underground, were remarkably well preserved, and the intricate designs on the jewelry were far more advanced than anything attributed to human craftsmanship. The team challenged the idea that these artifacts belong to ancient humans, suggesting instead that they could be linked to extraterrestrial life. This discovery sparked a fierce debate, potentially altering our understanding of alien presence on Earth. Alien Wand. Archaeologists share their historical finds information with us, but last year in Spain, they found something that even puzzled them. While working at a site, they discovered something like an alien wand. The most mysterious and scary part was the head on top, suggesting it was the most powerful object of its time. I'm sure it was purposely hidden here millions of years ago. It's unclear exactly who used it or for what purposes, but its appearance suggests it was probably not used for a good cause. Someone may have buried it here millions of years ago to prevent it from being used again. Pyramid Artifact. In Dallas, a man was renovating his old house when he found something unexpected, an artifact that was completely mysterious because of its shape. It was shaped like a pyramid with a UFO on top and a scary-looking alien sitting on the UFO. If you're thinking that the pyramids might be linked to aliens, that's also what I'm thinking. This can't be a coincidence, and we all know the mystery of the pyramids has never been solved. Maybe that's because humans didn't build them. Perhaps aliens did. Mystery Spiral.
Spirals that consist of copper, but also tungsten and molybdenum, which are both very rare metals.
In 1991, geologists exploring the Ural Mountains in Russia for gold deposits made a surprising discovery. While excavating near the Kim-Narada and Banu rivers, they unearthed tiny metal coils and springs at a depth of over 30 feet. These objects, which appeared to be manufactured technology rather than natural minerals, were made from rare metals like tungsten and copper. Tungsten is known for its ability to withstand high temperatures, making it useful in spacecraft and missiles. The precision and structure of the coils suggested they were created using advanced technology, possibly even nanotechnology. Researchers believe that such an advanced object could only have been made by extraterrestrial beings, and it is a sign of their existence. Ancient Wedge.
Come into existence until 1829. So where did the wedge come from?
In January 2020, archaeologists made a baffling discovery buried beneath the desert sands: a strange alloy wedge. This wedge, made of 89% aluminum, 6% copper, and traces of rare elements, completely threw off experts. That's not all, but it's estimated to be over 10,000 years old. How could something so advanced exist in such ancient times? Was this part of an ancient, unknown technology, or does it point to extraterrestrial influence? The discovery sparked wild theories, each more mind-blowing than the last, leaving scientists scratching their heads, desperate to uncover the secrets behind this mysterious object. It's time for today's open discussion. A pyramid-shaped UFO was spotted hovering directly over the real Egyptian pyramids. Tourists who were there couldn't believe their eyes. The entire crowd stood frozen in shock, watching as this mysterious craft hovered above the pyramid, almost as if it was up to something sneaky. Was it sending messages? Or something even more mind-blowing? Whatever it was clear. Egypt's pyramids may be more than just ancient wonders. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos.